Hey friends, and welcome to a brand new video all about the secrets and news of Garten of Banban. Today we're talking about something really special, or better yet, someone, because the absolute star of this video is Flambo, the main mascot that will take center stage in chapter 8. And get ready because I've got a major scoop for you. We're going to look at a new official message written by FARIS, one of the euphoric brothers, that talks specifically about him, about our mysterious and fiery Flambo. But we won't stop there. In this video, we'll go deeper. I'll tell you Flambo's backstory, all the creepiest theories going around about him, and together we'll try to understand what role he might play in chapter 8, and even more, we will see what part he could have in the entire saga of Garten of Banban. So if you're curious to know who Flambo really is, if you want to discover why his presence might change the game's lore forever, well, you're in the right place. But before we jump into all the news and the craziest theories, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you love Garten of Banban, if you want to stay updated on every teaser, every hidden clue, every creepy twist, this is the channel for you. And get ready, because in the next few days, I'll be dropping even more exciting videos about chapter 8, other characters, and maybe even a never before seen secret area. Now it's time to begin. Let's start with the presentation of Flambo. Who is Flambo? But now let's get into the heart of it all. Who really is Flambo? And what do we officially know about him so far? Flambo is one of the most mysterious and unsettling mascots ever introduced in the Garten of Banban saga. His first appearance happens at the end of chapter 7, in a scene that left everyone speechless. In the final moments of the chapter, when we think we've seen everything, we come across a strange mural, showing none other than Flambo. And it's not just any mural. The Flambo's depiction was in the Banban family, but he replaced directly Bamban. And while we're still staring at the mural, trying to make sense of it, we get one of the most shocking moments of the chapter. Sirinjeon suddenly attacks us from behind, saying the now iconic line, "Never play with the devil, doctor's orders," a phrase that instantly sparked dozens of theories. The devil is Banban, and why did Sirinjeon attack us? But that's not all. After chapter 7, the euphoric brothers released the first official teaser trailer for chapter. With the appearance of Flambo in that teaser, we see Bamban opening a closet, and when the door opens fully, Flambo is inside perfectly still, revealed in his official 3D model, a moment that left everyone with the same question: why was he locked inside? We already have the answer. To find the answer, we need to go back in time, because after chapter 7, the euphoric brothers released a prequel called Garten of Banban 0, and it's in this prequel that we finally get our first real answers about Flambo. In chapter 0, we learned that Flambo wasn't just a normal mascot, he had a specific role in the kindergarten. But the creepiest discoveries come when we start connecting Flambo and Bamban. Yes, because in chapter 0, beyond learning about Flambo's origin, we uncover the shocking truth. Flambo is not just another mascot. He has a much deeper role in the story of the kindergarten. In fact, in some hidden documents, we find out that Flambo is also called Anti-Devil. That name alone says everything. Anti-Devil. This puts him in direct opposition to Bamba, who is known as the Devil. When Sirinjeon said, "Never play with the devil," he was referring directly to Bamban. And this is where the story gets darker and even more twisted, because from what we've pieced together in chapter 0, Flambo was meant to replace Bamban as the main mascot of the kindergarten. To Banban, Flambo was a direct threat, a threat to his position. And so, Bamban started planning his removal. The first step in his twisted plan, he tried to feed Flambo to Ramamba, one of the most unstable and scariest creatures in the kindergarten. But for some reason that plan failed. Flambo survived, so Bamban moved on to plan B, lock him away forever. And where does he do it? In a place that seems simple, but is actually very secure, the closet inside Sirinjeon's office. And now comes another key detail. Sirinjeon is Bamban's friend. So, is it really that crazy to think Sirinjeon was part of the plan to trap Flambo? Maybe he was the one who offered the perfect hiding spot, his own office, to lock away the problem. Maybe he was in on it from the start, or maybe Bamban manipulated him. Either way, the result is the same. Flambo was sealed away and forgotten, hidden in the dark as if he had never existed. But now things are changing. Flambo in chapter 8 will be free. And now we get to the crucial point. What role will Flambo play in chapter 8? It's official. Flambo will be the main mascot of the new chapter. We've already seen him in teasers, in the Steam pictures, and especially in the scene where Banban sets him free. Yes, and this is one of the most interesting twists. In chapter 8, it will be Banban who frees Flambo after keeping him locked away for so long. And here comes a very important question. Why would he do that? Why would Bamban, who did everything to get rid of Flambo, now decide to release him? The most likely answer is also the most disturbing. Banban has an evil plan in mind, a plan that might go far beyond what we can imagine. After all, in Chapter 0, we learned a key lesson: we cannot trust Bamban. The game often presents Bamban in a funny, friendly way, a character who seems to want to help us. But behind that friendly mask hides something dark. Bamban is manipulative, he's deceptive, and the deeper we go into the saga, the more obvious this becomes. And this is where a very important premonition comes into play, one that we find in Chapter 0, and it's a premonition made by Slow Celine herself. At one point in the game, Slow Celine says to Flambo that in the future he will be with a stranger. At first this line seemed like a vague clue, but now things are starting to make sense. Because this stranger that Slow Celine refers to might actually be the main player character. Yes, the character we've been controlling from Chapter 1 all the way to Chapter 7, excluding Chapter 5, of course, since it hasn't been released yet. And that leads us to an incredible theory. What if Flambo isn't the antagonist at all? What if Flambo is an ally, a character who truly wants to help us stop something darker and far more dangerous? In this scenario, Bamban becomes the true antagonist, and the fourth teaser trailer could be a confirmation about it. Now it's time to talk about one of the most important updates revealed in the past few days. Because just recently FARIS posted an official message directly about Flambo. The information he gave us is really exciting. FARIS officially confirmed that Flambo will be voiced by a professional voice actor. Yes, you heard that right. Flambo will talk in Chapter 8. He won't be a silent or background character, but will have a real voice. Actual dialogue. But that's not all. FARIS also added another interesting detail. The voice actor chosen for Flambo has already worked with the Euphoric brothers before. That means it's not a new name, but someone who has already voiced another character in one of the team's previous games. Of course, this reveal sparked a wave of theories and speculation. Several YouTubers and fans in the community started digging for clues, comparing voices from older games with the new trailers, trying to figure out who the mysterious voice actor for Flambo might be. Unfortunately, at the moment we still don't have an official confirmation of their name, so for now we can only guess. But one thing is certain: Flambo will have a voice, he will speak, and he will be a central character with a major role in the story. This is huge news for all fans of the saga, because when characters speak and interact with the player, it always adds another layer of immersion and mystery. And considering that Flambo is already full of secrets, we really can't wait to hear what he has to say. Alright, let's quickly go over everything we discovered today. We talked about Flambo, the new main mascot of Garten of Banban Chapter 8. We saw how he was introduced in the mural at the end of Chapter 7, locked away by Bamban, and then set free by Bamban himself in the new chapter. We saw that Flambo is known as the anti-devil, while Bamban is the real devil. We also saw how Slow Celine predicted the arrival of a stranger, who might be the very protagonist we've been playing since Chapter 1. This leads us to believe that Flambo could be an ally, while Banban might become a true antagonist. And finally, we talked about FARIS' official message, which confirmed that Flambo will speak in the game and will have an official voice, performed by an actor who has already worked with the Euphoric brothers. In short, this Chapter 8 is shaping up to be epic, mysterious, and full of twists. Let me know in the comments what you think about Flambo. Do you believe he'll be good or evil? And who do you think might be his voice actor? And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any of the upcoming videos on Garten of Banban 8 and more. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.